Shahrukh Khan's Jawan has released to a roaring response in cinemas. Advance booking breaking all records. Opening day collections set to break records. Opening weekend collections set to make records. You even saw the PVR Inox stock cheering the Jawan release this today, up in morning trade at least. But fact of the matter is that PVR Inox did put out details of how many tickets have been sold in Inox multiplex chains for Jawan across the country. If you have the Inox closing, that'll be interesting. But in the meanwhile, if you should check on the closing of the PVR Inox stock.
So PVR Inox today, Krishna, opened almost 2% higher. It sustained on the bullish momentum and was able to close about 1.16% higher at 1847.65 levels on the
over
NSE.
1% up on trade. PVR Inox, fifth all-time high advance booking for an Indian film. Set to be the fourth highest opening for an Indian film at the box office. Incredible numbers. Jawan is set to wrap up. And to understand them better, who better than Mr. Taran Adarsh, Indian film critic and trade analyst, joining us live on this broadcast here on Business Plus on News9 Live. Taran, pleasure having you here. Wonderful talking to you on a day like this. This is a festival, celebratory mood. As a South Indian, I can confidently tell you that this is reminding me of Rajinikanth film releases. Early morning shows for Jawan. Absolute madness in the theaters with the audience, apparently loving all the dialogues and the action. Talk to us. Are we already looking at something that's going to beat Pathaan straightforward?
Absolutely. I mean, in fact, before I just spoke to you right now, I'm speaking to you right now. I was talking to the All India distributor of Jawan right now, and he mentioned that the trend suggests very clearly that Jawan is going to surpass the day one number of Pathaan. Now, Shahrukh Khan is competing with Shahrukh Khan, and Jawan is competing with Pathaan. So it's a big high for the film industry. It's a big high for Shahrukh Khan because Shahrukh Khan has made a solid comeback in 2023, and well, this year belongs to him. Call him King Khan, call him Emperor, call him Badshah, whatever, the year belongs to him.
I just have one question to ask you about this collections. Before we move on to talking about the film, I really want to talk to you about the film, Taran, because this is one of a kind Bollywood film made in South India. So anyway, before we get to that, I want to talk to you about the fact that, the first weekend of a film is very, very important. In India, any film, the first 4 days are very important. This is releasing on the G20 weekend, where the Delhi national capital, Delhi, is locked down in many ways because of the G20 celebrations. That's another celebration for India as a country, as a superpower, as a global power. But talk to us, how much of a dent could it possibly make on Jawan's opening weekend collections?
Well, I don't think really it could have made a big difference because I guess, yes, of course, I'm not denying the fact that, certain cinema halls are shut in Delhi. But having said that, I feel it has been compensated by other circuits, other places where the crowds are overflowing everywhere. The advance booking, as you just mentioned, is phenomenal, is historic. It is higher than Pathaan on day one. And as I said, I'm talking of advance booking also. And
right.
The footfalls are going to be higher than Pathaan on day one. What more could we ask for?
400 crores is what, sir, Indian trade pundits say 400 crores in the opening weekend. What is Taran Adarsh's take?
It's a bit too early right now to comment on the exact. But I think the Hindi version should go beyond. See, Pathaan day one net box office collections in India, Hindi version. I'm repeating, Hindi version was 55 crores in India. And this could easily surpass that. It might go to 60, 65, 70 crores on day one.
Okay.
It's still, it's not evening yet, and we're still waiting for numbers to come in. So I guess it's going to be, the Hindi film industry is back with a bang.
Right. Taran, I'm going to be watching out for your tweets with the latest updates on Pathaan's collection, which I always do. And I hope, we can put this conversation as well on tweet over there where you predicted the numbers, on this show with us as to what the final numbers are going to be. But, here it's getting to the real business of making movies. Bollywood, a star like SRK, taking all of his money, red chilies, his graphics, production, taking it to a guy called Atli. and then utterly using everybody from a Tamil film cameraman to editor to a villain who's Vijay Sethupathi, the heroine Nayanthara, music director Anirudh. This is an entirely Tamil industry crew which has made, in a cast and crew, which has made a film for Shah Rukh Khan.
Yeah, I beg to differ there. I would like to alter the statement slightly. I would say it's a pan-India film.
Okay.
Let's put a hardcore pan-India film. Yes, with actors from the Tamil industry, those associated with the Tamil industry. Yes, Atlee, Anirudh, Vijay Sethupathi, Nayanthara, of course, great actors all, great talent all, and no denying the fact. But I think it is Shah Rukh Khan's superstardom and Atlee's South Indian tadka that is really worth.
Oh, absolutely. Magic at the box office.
First day, first show in Mumbai, in Lokhandwala complex area.
Oh.
And believe me, this, we don't hear CTs and talis and that kind of reactions in multiplexes, or maybe it's limited to single screens. But I could hear people screaming, shouting, dancing. What more could you ask for? I mean, I've seen that euphoria. You just mentioned Rajnikant Sahab, the euphoria that Rajnikant Sahab movies create when they release cinemas. Well, I would say, going back a bit, 70s and 80s, I've seen Amitabh Bachchan, Rajesh Khanna movies also opening to thunderous numbers, but this is something else. Pathaan is something. Now, Jawan has hit the ball out of the stadium completely.
Right. It is now, right now, if it collects based on predictions, you have RRR, Baahubali 2 and KGF 2 as the top 3 highest opening weekend earners in India. Now, the question is whether Jawan can beat them or will end up as the 4th highest. The predictions now say it's the 4th highest. It will end up as the 4th highest, beating any other Hindi film in history.
So for the Hindi films, I'm talking of Hindi films because, let's not compare Tamil, Telugu, because this film has not released in Kannada and Malayalam.
Right.
This film has released in Tamil and Telugu, not in other languages. Okay. So, when we talk of Hindi, yes, I'm sure it's going to be the number one opener surpassing Pathaan. Pathaan has been overthrown by Shah Rukh.
Himself. SRK versus SRK.
News is Pathaan is out of the race from the number one spot, and the good news is Shah Rukh Khan has reclaimed it with Jawan.
All right. And the good thing is that this is good old Indian, typical Indian filmmaking, isn't it? It's masala filmmaking, action-packed with great C.T. Maro dialogues, but done the right way, done with the right twists to appeal to today's audience.
I second your opinion. I completely endorse your point of view. This is a hardcore masala film that people want to watch. We had forgotten it. Pathaan brought it back. Gadar brought it back. And now, of course, Jawan. Jawan too has taken it to another level completely. Atlee, hats off to you. What have you? I mean, you are a genius completely. I mean, I have never seen Shah Rukh Khan essaying an out and out Marty role ever. The way he's played it in this film. And there's a dialogue which comes in the second half. I don't really want to reveal that. But everyone knows.
No spoilers.
And it was pandemonium in the theaters when the moment he mentioned Baap and Beta.
Every single time.
I can't describe the emotion in the cinema hall at that point of time. I could not hear the dialogue when this dialogue was on screen, when Shah Rukh was delivering it. At Multiplex in Mumbai at 6:30, 6:45 a.m. in the morning.
Sir, I'm only imagining what, I spent 14 years in Mumbai. I can only imagine what Gaiety Galaxy in Bandra will be like for Jawan, because Lokhandwala is like that.
I had people going there in the morning 6 a.m. shows, and they said they could not watch the film. They could not hear the dialogue because people were screaming all throughout. So they were to watch the film and see what actually the dialogues were.
Right.
Because there was so much of noise, there was so much of, cheekna, chillana, CTs and talis. It was, people said, itni aawazein kabhi sunai nahi di.
Right. Taran, here is where I want to get your understanding. You, somebody who's seen this industry, you know how a mass film works because you check the numbers. You know whether people have endorsed a film or not. Talk to us about what it is in Jawan that really got it right. For a star like Shah Rukh, who has just delivered a huge hit like Pathaan, and then here the reviews coming out say that Shah Rukh Khan has never been packaged in an avatar like this ever in his career. This is probably his greatest avatar because multiple looks. You have 7 different looks for Shah Rukh in this film, and I'm being told every look brings the house down in the theaters.
Absolutely. And when we sorry, I don't want to reveal much, but when the elder person comes in, and oh my God, it's at the interval point, and I can't tell you the interval block has been received so very well by the audience in India. Also, I wish to say that, you just asked me a very pertinent question as to what really has clicked with Jawan. I would say one important factor. This is not a mindless entertainment. There's in the film that this film intends to, and sorry, not just one message, but multiple messages. And I think that is what has really worked with the audience. Here, adulation, I could hear these CTs and talis and these when was delivering those lines, which was making a statement on the kind of the environment today. And I think it really is a very important film. It's a very important masala film, yes. It is. It comes with several messages packed in it.
Right, and that's essentially, I'd be proud to say that's essentially a Tamil factor, because they like packaging in social messages in big, massive movies. And the point here is whether it can be done well for the taste of the Hindi audiences. And looks like Atli has, sort of read the tastes of the Hindi audiences, and also Anirudh's music. So much I'm hearing about the background score, of Pathaan being absolutely rousing.
Absolutely. I mean, the background score is, how do I put it? Full mark? No, I would say distinction mark for the back. It's so good. Anirudh is an absolute genius again. And imagine all these forces coming together. Atli has had a huge responsibility on his shoulders, because Shahrukh Khan after Pathaan, Shahrukh Khan in any case is a superstar.
Yeah.
To present him the avatar. Imagine the kind of risk he was undertaking.
Oh gosh,
but
yes.
Him, oh my God. And the poster that I just saw him wearing red shirt and dancing in a song, I think, kya kehne? What? I mean, this is what Hindi cinema is all about.
Yeah.
Cinema is all about. It's about celebration. It's about going to movies and watching it with hundreds of people. Perhaps you don't know most of them, and yet you are rejoicing, you're celebrating, you're clapping, you're crying. The kind of emotion that you experience on screen, you're experiencing it yourself while seated there.
Right. Just one thing about collections. Shahrukh has been, when he launched the music of the film in Chennai, he was talking about how he wants this film to be, taken by the South audience, the Tamil audience, Telugu audience as their own film. And now this is Shahrukh's proper pan-India play, because Pathaan wasn't much of a hit in the South. There's a good chance that Jawan could, undo that and be that Shahrukh film that becomes a very good hit for a Hindi film in the South.
Absolutely. You are 200% right. This could open new doors for the Hindi film industry in the future, because tomorrow a lot of producers would be planning films, not only with the Mumbai stars, but also with the Tamil, Telugu, Malayalam, Kannada, the other industries. And it could open newer horizons, it could open newer doors. And as I said, this is just the beginning.
Yes.
Shahrukh is the way, and let's go forward now.
Beautifully put, sir. Just the beginning. Shahrukh has shown people the playbook. Get the right team, put the right movie together, have the right faith in the right team, and the results are there for everybody to see. Rapturous results for Jawan and movie screens on day one. Taran Adarsh, one of the foremost names of understanding India's film industry, telling us, we are hearing it from the horse's mouth, as it were. Taran, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on Business Plus and News9 Live. I'm looking forward to more updates, and hope you tweet our conversation along with your Jawan box office updates to show how your predictions were right even before they came out. Thank you so much for joining us.
So much. Thank you very much.
Right, and with that, we have completely run out of time here on this edition of Business Plus. Thank you so much for watching. This is Krishnakumar signing off. Keep it with News9 Live.